Sorry I'm late, mate. I've just been streaming a brilliant real-life drama set on the high seas.
Oh yeah, what's that then?
It's called Lifeboat.
Wasn't that some 1980s boat thing on BBC One on a Sunday night or something?
No, 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 it's brand new.
Oh, what's it about?
Well, it's about a container ship that gets into trouble 3 miles offshore in horrific stormy seas. The crew abandon ship into one of the lifeboats, but they realise that with 10 of them on board, it's slowly starting to sink, and they need to lose weight to keep the boat afloat until the storm passes.
Sounds interesting. So what do they do?
Well, first off, the captain's made it aboard, and he assumes the lead and tells people the bad news. Two have got to go, or they're all done for.
Yeah, but come on, how does he know that though?
I don't think he does, but it deflects the issue away from him, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, I guess so. So how do they decide who stays or who goes?
Well, I've no idea. That's the cliffhanger before the next episode.
Okay, so what do you think's going to happen next then?
Well, we've just been talking about it at home, and someone said they should pay two people £100,000 each to jump.
Yeah, that's going to cost somebody, isn't it?
I know, but the captain owns the shipping company and is minted, so he's the only one that could afford it. But I can't see him parting with the cash somehow. I guess it might be an option. Someone else suggested they look for volunteers.
Yeah, but come on, that's just barking mad. Who's actually going to volunteer to drown?
Yeah, I know, a bit mad, I grant, especially looking around that motley crew.
What about the captain then? And isn't he supposed to take some sort of responsibility? You know, like we're all in this together.
I think that responsibility extends to the captain getting to choose who goes. Dangerous for some, though. The chef's a monster, and or was in the last episode, and the helmsman seems to challenge him on everything.
I see what you mean. Couldn't they just wait and see what happens then?
Well, they could. They could even try a bit of praying. That might not go amiss either. One bright spark said maybe they could just chuck one person over first and see what happens. It just seems that they'd keep going a little bit longer as the lifeboat sinks a little bit slower.
Well, what about swimming ashore then? I mean, is that an option? Do you reckon that a couple of them could actually make the 3 miles maybe?
Well, there might be a couple that could, but I think it's going to be hard to convince them to do it without a decent incentive.
Well, are there any fans of that David Attenborough? The blue satellite thingy.
It's the blue planet, you cretin. Yeah, I expect so. They might even like sharks, but not at the expense of terminating their existence. I don't think that's going to solve the problem.
Well, couldn't they just make the life a bit lighter then? Take the clothes off, possessions, chuck them all overboard.
Well, I suppose so, but the skinny ones might get hypothermia.
Guess. What about maybe drawing lots?
Maybe, but what happens if you draw two small ones? Worse than two big ones. Besides, you might end up with the smartest people outside the boat, and then you might need them later on.
Well, what do you suggest then?
Lifeboat Fight Club is my idea. Massive fight. Two weakest get chucked overboard.
Better be careful, then work out who the black belts are beforehand.
Yeah. Lifeboat's not quite as straightforward as you think, eh?
No.